How about now? How about now? Can you hear me now? Right, most high in Christ. Right, we got there eventually. All right, then let's get into it. Back over here. All right, okay, then get into it. Get to the right chair. All right, then. So we was in Genesis 19. No, sorry, Genesis 20. YAPI. Now YASAI. Mash Mashaf. Abaraham. Aratazar. Anagab. Wayashab. Bayan. Quadash. Wabayan. Shawar. Wayagar. Bagar. Verse 2. Waya Amar. Abaraham al. Shara. Ah Shathawa. Akthaya. Hawa. Waya Shalak. Abaya Malak. Malak. Gar. Wayakwak. Af. Shara. Verse 3. Wayaba. Alahayim. Al. Abaya Malak. Bak. Lawam. It's like it. Halaya. Waya Amar. Lawa. Hanak. Math. Ayel. Ha'asha. Asha. Lakwatha. Lakwaf. Waha wa'a. Ba'ilaf. Ba'il. Verse 4. Wa Abba Malak. La'a. Querab. Alaya. Waya Amar. Adanya. Hagaya. Gum. Tazadayak. Tha'arag. Hala. Awa. Amar. Laya. Akthaya. Hawa'a. Wa'a. Waha. Ya'a. Gum. Hawa. Amar. Akya. Ha wa'a. Batham. La babaya. Waban. Kwayawa. Kapaya. Aisha. Yathaya. Za'af. Waya Amar. Alahayawa. Ha'ala. Hayam. Baklam. Gum. Anakaya. Yada'ai Thaya Kaya. Batham. Lababak. Aishayaf. Za'af. Wa'ak. Sha'ak. Gum. Anakya. Wayathak. Mak, Tawa, Laya, Ayl, Kan, La'a, Na Thafayak, Lanagai, Alahaya. Verse 7. Wa'ai Tha'a, Hashab, Sha'ath, Ha'a Yesha, Kaya, Naba'ai, Nabaya, Hawa, Wayathap Lal, Ba'aidak, Wakaya, Wa'am, Yanak, Mashayab, Da'ai Kaya, Mawaf, Thama, Wa'af, Atha, Wakal, Asha, Lak. So let's read that. Genesis 20 and 1. That's lucky. I've got that in the English, Genesis 20 and 1. Right, so Genesis 20 and 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence towards the south country and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur and sojourned in Gerar. So automatically, this is some geography right here showing you that a city called Gerar is in between Kadesh and Shur. And you can look up these ancient towns, and at one point in time they did exist, and Abraham was there. You know what I mean? And of course, no one can prove that Abraham was there, but from the Greek Orthodox Church, from the time of Constantine, they were so infatuated about this man called Abraham that wherever he went, they actually went there too. Even in Bible maps, there's a section called Abraham's Journey, and even they know that they have lines where he went here first, there. So everyone is infatuated with Abraham's journey, with the things that Abraham did, man. And even Constantine, he visited all the places that Abraham went, and many archaeologists, they still study Abraham's journey till this day. Let's read on. And Abraham's wife, and Abraham said to Sarah, his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. So this is a point in history where in Gerar, there was a man called Abimelech, and he liked Abraham's wife, Sarah, but he was afraid. So he said, listen, if anyone asks, don't say you're my wife, say that you are my sister. So now this king over Gerar, Abimelech, he's now took Abraham's wife. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, she is a man's wife. So now an angel of the Lord visited Abimelech by night, man, and told him, listen, you're a dead man, man. You are dead, man. Why? Because you're messing with another man's wife. You know what I mean? So when the angel is trying to save Abimelech, like, listen, you sleep with Sarah, you are sleeping with another man's wife, man. This angel is letting him know, listen, you sleep with her, you are going to be a dead man, man. Shalom. And that's what the angel, shalom, bro. And that's what the angel made this man Abimelech find out, man. But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Lord, will thou slay also a righteous nation? So now, does Abimelech know the laws, statutes, and commandments? No. But one thing what Abimelech did know, it was wrong to sleep with another man's wife, man. It doesn't mean that the Africans were righteous. It just means that even he knew that it is wrong to sleep with another man's wife. Right. He's like, listen, would you do that? Meaning he never even slept with her. But the angels remind him, like, listen, you sleep with her, you're going to die, man. Because you are going to take another man's wife. Said he not unto me, she is my sister, and she, even she herself said, he is my brother. So he's like, listen, I didn't know, but the Lord, he's trying to keep this man alive. Even in his ignorance, if you do a sin, it is still wrong, man. It don't make it right because you don't know. You know, so many people like say, well, I didn't know, and we hear you, but it's still wrong, man. That's right. You can't go to a court and go, I shot this man. I know that shooting people is wrong. I was angry. You mean back in the West Indies, you know, someone does you wrong, you just do what you got to do. Over here, it's wrong, man. Right. And likewise, wherever you go, there's laws where even if you're ignorant to them, you have still committed a crime, man. That's right. Even if you don't know. Right. My brother, the integrity. So in the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. He's saying, listen, I'm innocent, man. He told me that was his sister. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought this woman into my house. He's saying, listen, I'm innocent in this, man. You know, if he would have told me, listen, she's my wife, Abimelech would have left Abraham's wife alone, man. And also, this is a lesson that we learn in the Bible. Weakness is not an excuse, man. Now, let me tell you something. We respect Abraham in here. We acknowledge that this is, you know what I mean, one of our forefathers right here. That's right. But he got weak, man. He got afraid and he told his wife, listen, just say that you're my sister so that, you know what I mean, they don't take my life because they know that you are my wife. And in here, we don't accept that, man. Right. He did it, but it wasn't right, man. Which is something else. The Bible is not a fairy tale. Men got scared. Men got afraid. And the Bible documents it. It's like in everyone's life, you have ups and downs. And Abraham took it down that day, man. He got scared. Reading on. And God said unto him in a dream, yea, I know that thou did this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me. So the angel's like, listen, I know you're innocent in this. That's why I'm speaking to you right now, man. Right. I'm speaking to you so you don't do it, so that you don't sin against me, that you don't violate my laws, man. Even though you're innocent, even though Abraham lied to you, I'm here to make sure that you don't do it. That's right. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her. So the angel's saying, don't touch her, man. Make Sarah go back to her husband, man. Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. So the angel's saying, listen, you better bring that woman back. or listen, you and your family, all that is yours, they're gonna die, man. So saying, listen, you don't have no sex with her. You bring her back to Abraham, and you know what I mean. Your family is gonna be fine, and you'll be all right as well, man. And then with Abraham being a prophet of the Lord, he will pray for you too, man. Stuff quite like you take the right. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll read in the Hebrew. 28. YAHANNA Abimelech Babukwa Wayapura Lakal I Bad Yawa Layadaba Af Kal Ha Dabayam Ha'ala Ba Azan Ayam Waya Yara Yawa Hana Yeshayam Ma'ad Wayakwa Aba Malak La'ab Ra'am La'abaraham Waya Ama Lawa Ma'a Aishaya Lanawa Wama Ka Ta'afya Laka Kaya Ha Ba'af Ailaya Wa'ayl Mama Lakafya Kata Gad La'a Ma'ai Shayam Asha La'a Ya'ai Shawa I Shaya I Madaya Waya'ama Abamalak Al Abaraham Ma'a Ra'aya Kaya Aisha Ya'af Af Adaba Hazar, verse 11. Waya'ama Abaraham Kaya Amaya Amafaya Rak Ayaka Yara'af Alahayim Bamakwa Waham Hazar Wayarag Wanaya Ayl Daba Asha Faya Wagam Amma Na'a Akfaya Bath Abaya Hawa Ak La'a Bath Amaya Watha Haya Laya La'asha Laya Haya Ka Asha Hatha Aiwa Afya Alahayim Mabaya'af Abaya Wa'ama La'a Za'a Kasad Raka Asha Ta'aishaya I Madaya Af Kal Hama Kwawam Asha Naba Wa'a Shema Amaya Laya Akya Hawa, verse 14. Wayakwak Bamalak Tazawa Wabokwa Wa I Badyam Wash washapak tha, YAHANNA, la Abraham, YAHSHUB, lawa shara thawa. That's it. So from Genesis 20 and 8.
Genesis chapter 20 and verse 8. Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning.
So remember now, his life is on the line, man. So Abimelech rose early, man. He's like, listen, I want to live, man. You know what I mean? He didn't wait till nighttime or when he felt like to. Abimelech rose early, like, yo, but you know what I mean? I gotta return his wife, man.
Right.
Abimelech had common sense, man. He valued his life and done it early, man.
That's right.
Reader.
And called all his servants and told all these things in their ears.
So imagine that, man. He's telling all of them, yo, I had a dream last night, you know. I was about to die, man. I took this man's woman I didn't even know, you know. Yo, I'm about to die last night. I mean, he couldn't even keep it to himself. He's like, shit, like, you know what happened to me? The angel's telling me, listen, if I sleep with this woman, I'm a dead man.
That's right.
Nah, yo, I gotta return her back, man.
Right.
And he done it early in the morning, man.
That's right.
Reader.
And the men were sore afraid.
And it wasn't him alone, man.
That's right.
The men were sorely afraid. Even his men like, rah, we need to give her back, man. We need to find this man Abraham and give him back his wife. Reader.
Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, what hast thou done unto us?
So now, when they meet Abraham, they're like, yo, what have you done unto us, man? You better get us killed, brethren. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, Abraham? You know what I mean? Why? Because they was going to die, man.
Right.
So like, you know, man, what have you done unto us, man? You're going to get us killed because you lied to us, man.
Right.
Reader.
And what have I offended thee?
And meaning, what have I done to you, man? What have I done to you that you want me dead, man?
Right.
And Abimelech's like, you know what? Have I done something wrong? Because, yo, if I would have slept with her, I'll be dead.
That's right.
And my family and my household and, you know what I mean, everyone who works for him.
Right.
So it's like, have I done something wrong to you that you would do something like this to me? Reader.
That thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin.
And then was like, listen, it's not just me, even his kingdom, man. Even all the people that were under him. It's like, listen, man, you know what I mean? You put all of our lives in jeopardy, man. Because you wasn't being honest with us.
Right.
And let that be a lesson to you, man.
That's right.
When you lie, know that it will affect somebody else, man.
Right.
Don't just think, you know, it's just a little lie. It will affect someone eventually, man.
That's right.
It will, down its course, it will do harm to somebody else, man.
That's right.
Reader.
Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done.
It's saying you did things to me that you shouldn't do, man. You gave me a woman that was yours and you shouldn't do that.
That's right.
Meaning in his kingdom, he didn't do adultery, man.
Right.
It doesn't mean he followed all the laws of God, but adultery, Abimelech in the kingdom he didn't do, man.
That's right.
Reader.
And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what sawest thou that thou hast done this thing?
So now Abimelech's like, what did you see me do that you'd want to do me like that, man?
Right.
Remember, he sojourned in his land. It's like, what did I do to you that you would do this to me, man? You would want me to die. Like, what did I do to you, man?
Right.
Did I deal with you bad? Did I take something of yours? Is there something I've done to you that you don't know? So that I don't know. Reader.
And Abraham said, because I thought, surely the fear of God is not in this place.
So now Abraham, he's saying, listen, I thought that the fear of God was not in this place. And again, does this mean that they kept the laws of God? No.
Right.
But adultery, Abimelech didn't accept.
That's right.
So he assumed that in this place, you know, they take men's wives, man.
Right.
He thought, you know, in this place, they find out that he had a wife, they would take his life and just take his wife, man.
That's right.
So that's what he assumed. But of course, Abraham was wrong.
Right.
Reader.
And they will slay me for my wife's sake.
There you go. And that's how you know that's what the fear of God is. It was for his wife. It was adultery.
Right.
He's like, listen, I thought that you lot didn't find nothing wrong with taking another man's wife.
That's right.
That's why I didn't say nothing. And you know what I mean? Abimelech is like, nah, man, we don't do that over here, man.
Right.
They may have the plate in their lip, they may drink blood and all them things, but they didn't sleep with another man's wife, man.
Khan.
Reader.
And yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. And she became my wife. And it came to pass, when God caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said unto her, This is thy kindness, which thou shalt shew unto me. At every place whither we shall come, say of me, He is my brother.
Okay, so now Abraham's saying, listen, because you know I didn't want to die because you be my wife. I said to you, everywhere we go, if someone asks you, so who's that man there? Just say that's my brother, so that you know they go, yo, his wife's looking nice, man. Yo, sorry, man. I mean, this man has to go, man.
That's right.
So saying, listen, don't say that. You know I'm your husband, but say that I'm your brother in Seded, so that you know what I mean they don't die.
Right.
Reader.
And Abimelech took sheep and oxen and men servants and women servants and gave them unto Abraham and restored him Sarah his wife.
So now, besides handing back his wife, he gave him sheep and men servants. He gave him all things like, look, man, just take it, man. I'm sorry, man. He's giving him a peace offering, like, yo, like, listen, you know what I mean? Let's act like this did not happen, man. Take some sheep, take some men servants, please, man. Listen, I'm sorry, man.
Right.
Reader.
And Abimelech said, Behold, my land is before thee. Dwell where it pleaseth thee.
And besides the men servant and the sheep, Abimelech's like, listen, my land is yours, man.
Right.
You mean wherever you want to dwell, just do it, man. You want to set your tent over there, do it, man. You want to set it by the seaside, just go do it, man.
That's right.
Why? Because he almost lost his life, man.
That's right.
And he knew that the land he had, his life was more valuable than that, man.
That's right.
That's what, like, look, wherever you want to go, just go, man.
Right.
Reader.
And unto Sarah he said, Behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of thy eyes.
Yeah. So now, I want you to think about this. That is, in today's currency, millions of pounds, man.
Right.
Meaning, this man here, he's now a millionaire, man.
Right.
You mean, one thing what people like to make out is that when it comes to Abraham, he was walking around a Middle East poor. That's a lie, man.
That's right.
Abraham had manservants, sheep, oxen, and gold and silver. Abraham was a millionaire in the Middle East, man.
That's right.
Just journeying wherever he wanted to.
Right.
Reader.
Unto all that are with thee and with all others. Thus she was reproved.
And she was reproved. Reprove means corrected.
Right.
So he checked to like, look, man, you mean in this land, we're going to be your eyes, meaning any man tries to get with you, we're going to go, no, you can't.
Right.
Why? Because he's vexed with them, like, listen, man, you almost made me lose my life, man.
That's right.
So from there, you know, Abimelech wasn't happy, but, you know, he made it right. We'll be here next week. If you want. All right, man. So with that, I'm Madium. All right, so I'll get my Madium. Sound the horn for it. I'll give you 1 second. All right. Stop it. Yeah. Let's get to it.
Ready.
All right. man. Try to make. It's the effort that counts, man. Don't worry, man. Right, the prayers. We're gonna rise and face the east. Yeah. In the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat, Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakofka, Thaba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'a, Rataza, Kawa, Hayah, Ba Shemayim, Nathanielawa, Lakam,
Cow,
Yawam,
Wasalakanawa,
Kabawafanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawabawafanawa,
Wala,
Tha Banayanawa,
Tabayanawa,
Ba Nasayawan, Abol, Hawashinawa,
Mayan,
Rai,
Kaya,
Laka, Ha Malakwa, Wa
Waha'ala, Wahathapara,
La Ayawalayam,
Iwalamyam,
Aman.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven,
hallowed
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.